What is going on, everybody? It is another beautiful day here in Arizona. We're going to get right into it today. We have a chat GPT summarizes Neville Goddard and Hermetic concepts is the name of this post. And I did a post about chat GPT previously, and I don't know if it's not resonating because people haven't heard of chat GPT. It is an AI, a form of artificial intelligence which will give you the answer to prompts. It is very relevant, and it is very timely that this post is here because a lot of people in the space of entrepreneurship have been discussing this, and just in business in general, how AI is going to affect things and the practical applications that we can use AI to our advantage. So I thought this was very interesting because this is going over the Hermetic concepts from the Kybalion, which I've mentioned before on the channel, and Neville Goddard. So here it is. I will share a conversation I had with ChatGPT about Neville Goddard and the Kybalion here because I think it is interesting. Keep in mind, this software or application is able to use all information over the internet and within seconds generate these responses. So it is very, very knowledgeable about both of these topics. So here we go. A lot of humans practice a form of manifestation, meditation, or prayer practice to experience the realization of their wishes or desires. It seems to be based on the amplitude of one's intensity during the imaginative focus period, in which one visualizes the scene, implying their wish fulfilled and experiencing that as who they are. ChatGPT, yes. Manifestation, meditation, and prayer are practices that involve focusing one's thoughts and emotions on a desired outcome in order to bring it into reality. The idea behind these practices is that the power of intention and visualization, combined with the emotional energy put into the visualization, can influence the universe to align and bring about the desired result. Many people believe that manifestation, meditation, and prayer can help them to manifest their goals, desires, and dreams into their lives. However, it's important to remember that manifestation is not a guaranteed process, and success may depend on a variety of factors, including individual beliefs, mindset, and overall life circumstances. Neville Goddard has some of the more pure and concise instructions on this. Are you familiar? Can you list the practical steps he gives in his books, especially The Feeling is the Secret, in a readable list format? ChatGPT, yes. Neville Goddard was a spiritual teacher and New Thought writer who is known for his teachings on the power of imagination and visualization in manifesting one's desires. Here are the key steps that he outlines in his book, The Feeling is the Secret. 1. Get clear on your desire. Identify exactly what you want to manifest and get a clear and vivid mental picture of it. 2. Imagine the feelings. Close your eyes and imagine yourself experiencing the feelings of having already achieved your desired state, or already achieved your desire. Make the feelings as intense and real as possible. 3. Believe it is already yours. Convince yourself that your desire is already yours and act as if it is already a reality in your life. 4. Live in the feeling. Spend time each day imagining and feeling the emotions of already having achieved your desire as if it is already a reality. 5. Let go of the outcome. Trust that the universe will bring your desire to you, and let go of any attachment to the outcome. Focus on the present moment and enjoy the journey rather than fixating on the end result. 6. Be patient and persistent. Be patient and persistent in your visualization practice, knowing that manifestation can sometimes take time. Keep focusing on the feeling of already having what you want, even if it doesn't seem to materialize right away. These are the main steps that Neville Goddard outlines in The Feeling is the Secret. It's important to note that manifestation is a personal journey and may require experimentation and adaptation to find what works best for you. Can you summarize Neville's concepts on mental states and changing states? ChatGPT, sure. Neville Goddard believed that our mental states and emotions are the key to manifestation and that changing our mental state can change the outcome of our experiences. Here are some of his key concepts on mental states and changing states. 1. Mental states determine reality. Neville believed that our mental state creates our reality. and that if we change our mental state, we can change our reality. 2, emotion is the key. Neville believed that our emotions are the key to manifestation and that we need to focus on feeling good and experiencing positive emotions in order to manifest our desires. 3, the power of imagination. Neville emphasized the power of imagination in shaping our reality. He believed that by visualizing and feeling our desires as already achieved, we can bring them into our reality. 4, focus on the end result. Neville encouraged his students to focus on the end result rather than the means by which it is achieved. He believed that if we focus on the feeling of having it already, the universe will bring it to us. 5, change your state, change your reality. Neville believed that by changing our mental state, we can change our reality. He encouraged his students to focus on positive emotions and feelings in order to manifest positive outcomes. These are some of the key concepts that Neville taught about the mental states and changing states. His teachings emphasize the power of the mind and emotions in shaping our reality and the importance of focusing on positive feelings and emotions in order to manifest our desires. Me, what do you mean by positive feelings? Isn't accepting a negative feeling giving birth to the positive by some way of the Hermetic principle of polarity? ChatGPT. Positive feelings are emotions that are associated with happiness, well-being, and contentment, such as joy, love, excitement, and gratitude. By focusing on these positive feelings, Neville Goddard believed that we can attract positive experiences into our lives. Regarding the Hermetic principle of polarity, it states that everything in the universe has an opposite. The idea is that negative feelings and experiences are necessary for growth and development, and that they can eventually lead to positive outcomes. This principle is often interpreted as meaning that accepting negative feelings can lead to positive experiences. However, Neville believed that focusing on positive emotions and feelings was the most effective way to manifest those experiences, and dwelling on negative emotions would only attract more negativity. He emphasized the importance of shifting one's focus to positive emotions and feelings in order to manifest positive outcomes. Me, polarity exists in the universe as a principle, at least as we understand it, but does this directly correlate with our emotions and moods? I don't think it's as simple as that. ChatGPT, I agree, and the relationship between the Hermetic principle of polarity and our emotions and moods is complex and not necessarily straightforward. While the principle of polarity states that everything in the universe has an opposite, the connection between our emotions and the manifestation of our experiences is influenced by a multitude of factors and is not solely determined by polarity. Our thoughts, beliefs, actions, and relationships can also play a significant role in shaping our reality and experiences. Neville emphasized the importance of focusing on positive emotions and feeling as a way to attract positive experiences, but this should not be seen as a rigid interpretation of the Hermetic principle of polarity. Rather, it is one perspective on how our emotions impact our experiences. Can you please summarize all the similarities between the Hermetic Kybalion and Neville's teachings? The Hermetic philosophy and Neville's teachings share similarities in their focus on the power of thoughts and in beliefs shaping reality. Both the Kybalion and Neville's teachings emphasize the idea that our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions have a direct impact on our experiences. According to Kybalion, the principle of mentalism states that the all is mind, the universe is mental. This means that the physical world is a manifestation of mental reality, and that our thoughts and beliefs shape our experiences. Similarly, Neville Goddard believed that our thoughts, beliefs, emotions determine our reality. He taught that we can change our experiences by changing thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. Both teachers and teachings place a strong emphasis on the power of visualization and imagining in shaping our reality. Both emphasize the importance of focusing on positive thoughts and feelings to attract positive experiences. Overall, the Kybalion and Neville's teachings share focus on the power of the mind in shaping our reality, and both, so he's reiterating this. So, the golden rule is a truth mirrored throughout every religion I have studied or encountered. Keeping in mind those concepts and teachings we just mentioned, how would Neville instruct one to align their will with that of the Most High, which would lead to the absolute best and highest peace, love, joy, and all fruits of the Holy Spirit as understood throughout every religion as the highest and most unified state of consciousness? In other words, how can we know what we want? And how can we know what we want enough to manifest and actually get it all? Okay. So Neville believed that our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions shape our reality, and we can change our experiences by changing those states. To align one's will with that of the Most High, he would instruct individuals to focus on their thoughts and beliefs, on the highest good, and the manifestation of peace, love, joy, and other positive experiences. He would encourage individuals to cultivate positive emotions such as love and gratitude, and use visualization to focus their minds on what they desire to manifest. He believed that when we align our will with the highest good and when we focus our thoughts on those positive experiences, the universe will conspire to bring these experiences into our life. Additionally, he would likely encourage individuals to cultivate a deep sense of faith and trust in the power of their own thoughts and emotions, and to believe that their desires are already fulfilled in the realm of imagination. This belief, he would argue, would help individuals to feel and experience the reality of their desires even before they manifest in the physical world. Overall, Neville's teachings emphasize the importance of aligning one's thoughts and emotions with the highest good and focusing on the positive experiences to attract these experiences into one's life. By cultivating positive thoughts and emotions and using visualization and imagination, individuals can align their will with the Most High and manifest the absolute best and highest peace, love, joy, and all the fruits of the Holy Spirit. I'll end it there. What I would like to know from anyone who is well read in Neville is that if all of what the AI is saying is accurate with the statements of Neville. My concern is the talk of positive thinking. It seems like such a loaded term. What did Neville really say about all this? I'm really curious if the AI got it right. So then the top comment says here, Neville actually said that you should just feel the overall sense of the end. It's not just emotions. For example, have you ever heard someone say, it's only Thursday, it feels like Friday. Is Friday an emotion? No, it's just a sense that includes pacing, traffic patterns, what the days prior were like. What does Monday feel like? It feels like the weekend is over. It feels like the first day of work. It feels like tiredness for some. For some it brings up, gotta get up early. That's interesting. Yeah, it's not necessarily an emotion. It is that sense. He talks about the pacing and all that. That's very true. The second top comment is, wow, ChatGPT is impressive. However, people need to be careful. It's not, okay, let's see here. A lot of what's said on this Neville matter is inaccurate in terms of the model mashing generic LOA concepts. I would actually disagree with that. I think that it was actually very accurate. It's nothing novel, but at the time he expressed this knowledge in a fun way. It's clear that people struggle with interpreting his books due to the way English was written back then. Yeah, I don't know. I personally disagree with that comment. I think that, like, from everything that I've done with Neville, and obviously I'm reading all these posts here like almost every day, and I'm a big studier of Neville, that is boiling it down. Yes, did the AI mention and go into depth with all of Neville's teachings and all of his different concepts? No, but the general principle that was reiterated over and over again is focusing the mind, entering into the state of the wish fulfilled, living from that end, and overall living with that sensibility and that sense from having already achieved the outcome. So dwelling within the mind, the AI is not going to go into every single teaching that Neville's ever done, but the concepts from both of these books, and I've always compared them, or not books, but both of, if you want to compare Feeling is the Secret to the Kybalion, or both of these teachings, it's they're saying the same thing. Because if we think about the universe, that the universe is all, like it talks about in the Kybalion, and it makes sense that everything has been created from the mind, the universal mind. Now we are extrapolated down into individual human beings, and so we are impacting our personal realities by using our personal human minds. And the same principle that operates in mentalism at the higher I guess realms, you could say, is also an operation in our own lives when we're using it to visualize, to focus our mind, and to manifest what it is that we're bringing into our world. Anyways, the takeaway for me from reading this is there is, if you can, and just by distilling information from all the teachings that I've read and observed from, what he talks about with polarity, there's a polarity. If you can be aware that polarity exists and just almost kind of know that that exists. So like polarity, for example, and rhythm is another concept from the Kybalion, which is, one example is the seasons. Every single year we get a summer, and every single year we get a winter. Now, if you don't like winter, if you don't like the cold, if you prefer the summer, much like I do myself, summer is my favorite season, far and away. And regardless of how many times I want to tell myself, oh, I can practice positive thinking, I can think that the winter is good, and I can still have productive winters. It's not saying that I am going to be miserable every moment of the winter, but if I'm honest with myself, I just prefer the summertime. So that being an example, you're also going to go through emotional polarity. You're going to be in a good mood. There's going to be times when you're not in as good of a mood. And if you can accept and know this going in ahead of time and use this principle of rhythm, already knowing that that's going to happen, but still maintaining equilibrium throughout the positive emotions and the negative emotions, then you will be a master of your reality in the sense that you will be able to, by detaching your awareness, by not identifying so much with your individual level of consciousness that feels these high emotions, then low emotions, and not allowing your emotions to get swung up and getting all giddy and excited the moment that you hear good news, and then all down in the dumps as soon as you hear something that isn't aligning with the positive news. Rather than doing that, rather being so reactive and wavering so much, you can keep that grounded emotional state. You don't have to get so excited. You can if you want to, but is it really necessary to throw yourself into this emotional over exuberance? It's kind of, if you think about it, it's kind of childlike and it's a little bit immature. You have good news, that's great, that's awesome. We need more of that. You have bad news, you know what? It happens. We're going to keep going on with the plan, even though, just as we decided before, regardless. And the more that you can do that, you find that a lot of people that are very successful in business, a lot of people that are very successful in life are able to do this. They have emotional control, they have state control. And they even call it in business, they call it state control. Tony Robbins talks about it all the time. Amplifying your state. What kind of state are you in? You're going to get in an empowering state. And that's the same language that Neville uses, right? So can you be in that state of knowing that the outcome is going to be good, even though you might get the bad news? Who knows? Maybe this is one piece of bad news, but maybe it'll lead to a better result later. Maybe you needed to encounter this in order to grow somewhere else in your business or in your life. So having that awareness and bringing that awareness to the center and staying in that equilibrium will allow you to become a master of your emotions. And I learned this through sales as well, because doing sales, when you knock door to door on people's homes, they're not always the most excited to see you. Sometimes they tell you to F off, get off their porch, get off their property. They're going to call the cops on you, right? They slam the door in your face. You say, okay, it's all good. Going to the next door. If you allow your emotional state to be so affected by the situation around you, you're constantly going back and forth like this. And that's not a way for you to gain mastery over your reality. You maintain that control and you stay centered. And then you're able to get good results. I was able to get good sales even after getting the door slammed in my face, even after getting cussed out, and thrown off the person's porch or their lawn or whatever it may be, because I'm maintaining that equilibrium. And then when I have a sale, I feel great. It feels awesome, but I'm still focused. I'm still doing it. I'm still putting in the reps. I'm not getting so out of control giddy that I'm saying, oh my gosh, blah, 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 and dancing around and looking like a little kid about it. There may be a time and place, right, for that, to celebrate and celebrations, right? I'm not saying to completely throw that out the window, but I am saying that this ability to maintain that centeredness, regardless of supposed positive or negative outcomes, is what will allow you to get those positive outcomes on a repeatable basis, because you're putting in the reps. You're doing what is needed. If you're posting on social media and you get one post blows up and you're getting ecstatic and giddy, you're just riding off the waves of success then and resting on your laurels, well, that success isn't going to be long. It's going to be short-lived, because you're not coming at it from that state where you are just taking action. You're still concentrated, focused, doing what needs to be done. And that is the state that I would say that, that's what I strive to be in, regardless of whatever's going on around me. If I can maintain that emotional groundedness and centeredness, I know that I'll be able to get through it. And I know that that's how I build trust within myself. And that's how I trust myself. I trust myself that I'll be able to handle it. I'll be able to get through it, and that I'll come out. I'll land on my 2 feet. I'll come out on top. And these are things that you can say to yourself. Adopt this type of mentality. Adopt this type of mindset. Yeah, I did. I won. Good work. Now we're going to win the next one too. Because you know what? You know why? That's how we do it. That's how we get things done around here. That's just how it is. That's just how it is for me. I always land on my 2 feet. I always come out on top. I always rise to the occasion. Anyways, guys, a little bit of a longer video today. I just think that it's interesting. I really think that this whole application of AI is going to be very, it's going to change the way that all business and things are handled at all levels of business. Not only business, but just the way that people are able to use it. It's a tool that we can use. It's much like using email when we first started using email, or using a telephone, rather than having to go and meticulously scour the internet for some sort of answer or resolution. This AI is going to keep developing further and further and be able to give you answers. And rather than looking something up on Google, we're going to be able to type into these AI is going to be able to scour the internet and give us an answer to what it is that we want. So like I said, I'm big on using tools, using the current technology that we have at our resources, because it just makes us more efficient. It makes us able to do more in less time, and able to achieve our goals even faster than what we could have without it. So anyways, guys, much love as always. I really appreciate all the love on the channel. I know I've been getting some more comments regarding whether it be success stories or different books that I've read that I would recommend. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get some more videos out to you guys that are kind of my own take on some of these various topics, and I'm excited for that, and I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, drop me a comment down below as regard to this video and what you thought about these concepts, and hit me with a subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys very, very soon.